Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here then hi. Look what I got a Resiners thingy, polishing and drilling tool kit. Yeah, that one. And a nice set of pens. Resiners sent me this because I had to send the light back because they'd recalled it, which they were right to do so. If somebody doesn't like the idea of it, then, you know, look at it again, see what they've got to do. So Maura said to me, what would you like in return? Would you like the other UV lamp? And I went, well, I've got that already and I love it, but I'd really like some pens or the drill set, or I said something else and I can't remember what it is I said, but they sent me two lots just to, you know, compensate. I did like that light though. That light was amazing. I mean, yeah, it did drop every now and again, but you know, screwdriver. They sent you a screwdriver for a reason. Sorry, I'm miffed because I liked it. So yeah, they've sent me this, and oh, it feels really nice in my hand. This is the instructions to tell you what it's for. There's a QR code for a video. Did I look at that QR code? I can't remember. I think I did. Oh, do you know, it's really bad for me that I can't remember what I've said or what I've done. I could never lie to anybody. I'd never remember what I lied about. These are up to 8,000 grit sandpapers. Oh my god. Amazing. I think I've got the most, it would be 320 maybe, I think, in my own stash. So yeah, this is quite amazing. I don't use the sandpapers though in this, but I do cut them down so I can put them in the box so I don't lose them, because I know what I'm like. I am absolutely a nightmare for losing stuff, so I'm trying to keep everything in its own place. Wish me luck on that one. But I have got arthritis and fibromyalgia, and I've got, what's that other one? There's something else. Neuropathy, there we go, brain. So I struggle with my hands a lot, and this fits lovely. It's just the right size, it's not too heavy. I did use it for quite some time and my hands did shake a lot afterwards, but that's because I have got issues. It's not because it's like a jigger pick. It's not, it really isn't. And if you don't know where a jigger pick is, it's one of them things that you dig up roads with. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but it's easy to switch on, it's easy to switch off, and it's also easy to swap the heads. Now, I have got one similar to this, which now my husband has stolen, even though I quite like that one too, but I can share when I've got something I like that's pretty in replace. And so he's stolen my other one because he does 3D printing. He's actually doing me a IKEA board at the minute, not IKEA, but something that you can put your IKEA bits into. And I have cast paint. So yeah, he's got that one and now I've got this one, and that's the size difference between the drill bits. I nearly said something else then. And these are all the bits that you can use for sanding, polishing and grinding, which is quite clever. I need to figure out what that one's for though. That one has foxed me. I need to read the book again. But like most tool sets, there's some that you'll never use. I've got a brand new tool set with that old tool that I've barely looked at because I use the same bits over and over again. Now, this is the polishing cream, and it took me a while to get open. For some reason I just had to sniff it. Don't do that. Don't sniff things that you don't know what's in it. although there is no smell to that at all. But I've got a thing about sniffing things. I'm a bit weird. Thank you to my members, you are hugely appreciated, and to my subscribers, my watchers, my likers, my commenters, those who stick around to the end, thank you so much. It's much needed. Now these are all bits out my poop box. I still don't know what to call it. I really don't. So I'm going to zhuzh them up a bit. Some of them need a bit of a sand, some of them need a bit of a polish, some need a bit of trimming, some need drilling. There's a couple on here that I do and I just don't like them. I mean, this skull's nice enough. Now I do end up just putting this straight on with the drill bit, not the drill bit, the polishing thing, not switched on, and then I go in afterwards and do it that way. I do this twice. I do. I keep saying I do. I do this twice. Just to make sure I've given it a really good shine. And it does come up nice and shiny. I just don't like the piece. So I've got a cloth that's attached to my desk. So that was me wiping it off afterwards. Now, the skull, it had lines in it. I weren't impressed with it. It's nothing to do with the actual drill, it's me. It was a quick make and I was faffing with it. And it's an old make actually. I made it using silicone inlays that I'd made from a, embossing pad. There we go. Now that pink one, I do like that, but the pink oval, but that's also got a line on it, and I think it's because I use two different UV resins. It just shows up really bad. Now these flowers just need a little trimming because they're a little bit sharp and I couldn't get in with any scissors when it was soft. So this is grinding it down beautifully, and it's not taking me a lot of trouble. It's not giving me a lot of trouble, it's just doing it. It's really good. And you can see how it's all much better now. It's just all nicely tidied up. That is a QR code to subscribe or buy me some sanity. I definitely need sanity. You just scan it on your camera on your phone, and subscribing is free though, and hugely appreciated. You know, we all say this in our videos, and it's because YouTube tells us to say it, because it's supposed to make a difference. I don't think it does. Well, we'll see. So don't get narky at anybody that keeps saying it. We're told to say it, really. This needed a good sand round because it was just a little bit sharp. Now I think these came from a video I did for Sudha at Resin Artists. Artist Resins. Oh good grief, I can't remember her channel name. I'll put it in the description box. She's a lovely lady, so have a look at her, she's really good. I'm using these pens on the skulls and on the flowers and everything I can touch with the pens, because, well, pens, these are nice. I like these. And you can do a thin line, a thick line, you can flood it if you want to press it down, but I don't want to flood it, I just want to highlight it and make it look gold. Yeah, just gold. These I'm going to make into little pendants, and there is a code off for 15% off Resiners and others in the description box below. Save yourself some money and you can help me in the process with no extra cost to you. Yes, I know, I can hear myself saying it and thinking, will you just shut up? We can read. Now, I don't know if you can see that emblem in the background. Not emblem, It's a pendant actually, it's 3D printed and it's from Labyrinth. I don't like it. I did start sanding it down and I just thought, no, I need to do another one because it's just not smooth enough for me. It's the one that David Bowie wears around his neck because I'm a bit of a Labyrinth fan. Anything with puppets and I'm there. Puppets, gruesome stuff, skeletons, yeah. Now it's going round this side beautifully, and I think I use silver as well. Do I use silver? I don't know now. Oh, what's that one? Is that the rose gold? Oh, that's the rose gold. That's really nice. And I only needed one coat. I think I do go over it twice though, but you didn't really need that. Just to make it flashy, a bit more flashy, a bit posh. And I'm nowhere near posh. So I'll go around the edge of the inside too, and I am going to dome these and I'm going to make a hole in them. Now this one I'm using the gold again, and you can see the difference in colours. It's very pretty, very chrome like. And this one, I think it's the James Dean look-alike, yeah. If he was a skeleton. Well, it's probably nothing now. It's been some years. Oh dear, that were a bit macabre. So he's got a little leather jacket on. And he's got his hair slicked back. But I didn't want to make his hair and the jacket the same colour. So I use a mixture of colours. Now this one I'm just highlighting the edges of the flower, and it just gives it that little extra something. Well, I think it does. And I am going to make these into pendants too, because usually I stick them on something, and I thought, well, it's alright as a pendant, and a standalone pendant, why not? Now the big skull I think is going to be silver streaks on it, but now I need to change the top. I need a drill bit, and it can be a bit tough to pull them out, and that's if you've got bad hands. I have got bad hands, so it was a little bit of a struggle. But now this drill bit, it's way too big. I don't even know what I was thinking. I picked it up and I'm thinking, no. But I thought I'll do just a little indent first so I can get the drill in. And for some reason, this was not playing. My fingers weren't playing nice at all. And then I realised it's because I'd used it for that long. It actually says in the booklet that if it gets too warm, and it was getting warm, well, it was getting hot actually, that it'll switch itself off. And because it wasn't cooling down quick enough, every time I tried to switch it on, it would get stuck. Well, when I say it wasn't working properly, that's not exactly true. I was overworking it, and I didn't read the instructions. And I don't read the instructions properly until way down the line. So you'll see me faffing with this for ages, because in the actual paperwork it tells you if it gets too hot or the thickness of your pieces are really thick, then it will shut off. It's a safety feature, and that's a good thing with me, because I will keep going and going and going until I've finished. I am a swine for starting something, and I go down this rabbit hole, and it's like hyperfocus. I just can't stop until I've done. So it's a good thing. It made me stop. And did I listen to the actual little machine saying stop? No, I did not. I carried on trying to get it to work because I thought it was me. I thought I had pressed it wrong, or I'd got the wrong drill bit in, or it was bound to be something I'd done wrong, because obviously not reading the instructions, well, yeah. If I'd have read them, I'd have known it weren't me. Well, it kind of was, but you know what I mean. It's a safety feature. It's a good safety feature, and I like it. Now I'm just using some alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, blah, 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 just to clean up where I've been and made a mess. And it's still warm. I'm still going for it. And I look at the instructions, and I even mark my finger across where it says it's a safety feature. But yeah, it's still doing it. I didn't actually read it properly. I scan read. I don't read anything properly. I'm terrible for it. I kind of quickly scan read something to get the gist of what I'm reading, because I find reading tedious, which is ridiculous because I like to write, but reading bores me. I think it's a weird thing because I used to soak up books like there were no tomorrow when I was a kid, but now reading really does get to me. But I don't know if it's because my eyes are bad or what, or if it's my patience, or I don't know. But reading any kind of instructions has always been a massive no for me anyway. Words just jumble up, information doesn't go in properly, and yeah. So of course I didn't take any notice of the fact that that was a safety feature. It keeps stopping on me. It's still warm. It will not start properly until it's cooled down, and I'm not letting it. So actually this little machine has done a wonder because it hasn't broken with me messing with it. Oh dear. I mean, I must have changed the screwdriver? No, not the screwdriver, the drill bit a million times, thinking, is it because it's too big? Is it because it's too small? Is it because the resin's too thick? Well, some of them were too thick while it was in the heated state it was in. But do I like this machine? I do. It's so comfortable in the hand, so comfortable. And I do not like that one, and I don't like this pink one either. This something with the red, I must have used two different resins, and you can see where they've joined, and I don't like them. So I gave up with both of those. I weren't going to change them into anything. There's just something not, you can't see it on screen, I don't think, but I could under the light. Now I don't know what these things are called, but I'm super gluing them down just to get them into the position I need them to be in before I put UV over the top. If you know what they are called, please tell me, because I've been racking my brain trying to actually remember. And I was going to use these bezels, but none of them are big enough. They're all small. So I gave up as a bad job with that one. And I've got these pinch bales, there we go. And they are going to go on the rest of them, the ones I've drilled. Because all you've got to do is open them up, press them down into the holes, and they're done. Some of these were just too big and clunky. Some, but these I think are too small. I need to find something that's going to be a bit better, I think. These are more like for your littler things. But I have got some really nice ones in there that you put the rope through, but they weren't good for these either. So some of these have ended up back in my poop box because I don't like them. Not the skulls, they're definitely staying out. I like a good skull. And the big rounds, they are spares from Suda's playlist that we did for her. I'll pop her channel into the description. Lovely lady. These have just been sat in my poop box for a while. Didn't know what to do with them, so I thought I'd make them into pendants. or key chains, but I think these are pendants more likely to be. I wrote love in that one. I did a squiggle in another, and I don't know what I did with that one. I can't remember. And I really should have cleaned up before I started putting things together. Now I've not added any chains to any of them because I need to get some. Although Tracy put some in the last box she sent me, so now I can actually do them. And I'm glad I did this flower because it's really pretty. It's a nice colour. I think it's puce. I think that's what it said on the thing. Is that right? Probably not. So yeah, these you don't even need your mould grips. Just push it together with your fingers. It's really good. And that one I'm going to put another one of those. Please somebody tell me what that's called. What are they? Oh, it's going to frustrate me now. I can't even remember where I've gone from. I'm assuming Amazon. But I've had these that long. There's no way on earth I'm going to be able to scroll back and find them. Without a hint. But they are really nice. Quite sturdy, quite thick. Take some weight. I just wish I knew what they were called. So, I'm also going to be using some polymer clay in a minute. But if I thought on, I'd have used some polymer clay and made my own little frames for the skulls. But the polymer clay here is just to make sure everything's level and that the end of the holder hoop, that thing I can't think of, was hanging over the edge, so it's not going to get in the way. And if there is any runoff, it doesn't matter, you just cure it on the polymer clay and pull it off. You can still use the polymer clay. Brilliant. So much easier than having to try and hold it or level it off on popsicle sticks, ice lolly sticks, whatever you call them in your country. Wooden sticks, which is what I used to do. But now I just leave a blob of it on my table and there it is for whenever I want to level something off. And you go over the top of the metal to make sure it stays down firm. The glue is like the thing to make sure it doesn't move. The UV is to make sure it doesn't come off at all. So I'll light it up with my running out of petrol lighter and then use my flamethrower. Oh dear. That was a bit of a tongue twister. And then I'll UV it, and I'm going to do all the rest of them, UV them and take some photos. And thank you for watching, and please take a look at the photos. Thank you for being here all the way to the end. Please leave me a like, a comment, and I shall see you in the next video that comes up in a minute. Bye bye.